How you feel about Game being mad at Rolling Stones for the documentary not being on the top 200 albums of all time?
Game mad at Rolling Stone?
Yep, he mad. He stay mad.
He stay mad. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I heard something about the Rolling Stone situation recently where it was just like, I think they talked about their staff and just what their staff looks like. And they're like, these people don't know hip hop like that, you know, to be even doing a list, you know?
So why are we wasting energy on even caring about you like that? That's what's so funny to me. I mean, it's Game, and that's what Game does. But you know, I seen a lot of people putting energy into that conversation with the Rolling Stones and who they had at this spot and people who just dropped the album and how they made the list and all that. I'm like, it's Rolling Stone though. Like, it's not even like it's the old, like, if the Source did one, I might question that because it ain't the old Source. You see what I'm saying? Like, almost anybody to do a list, you're going to question them unless it's not talking about. You know what I mean? Like, that's
unquestionable list.
Unquestionable list, nigga. Like, these is facts and everything over here, baby. You know what I mean?
Blessed by God himself. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But I get being upset about it. Like, I know we talk about, like, why do we get mad at these institutions, or why do we care, you know, Grammys, the Oscars, the whatever awards, but it's just like, because these are supposed to be the organizations that know art and know music and know all of this stuff, right? And they're unfortunately the institutions that kind of are vital to the arts, you know? And as much as we can be like, I don't care about a Grammy, I don't care about an Oscar, it's like, when you care about your art, you really do want it to be immortalized a certain way, you know? And these like magazines or awards add to that legacy, you know? And it holds a certain cachet, you know, because they're the authority.
Mm-hmm.
So we argue, I think we argue it because we go like, if you're supposed to be the authority, then we need you to really be the authority. But you guys are not diverse, or you got a bunch of, you know, tone deaf people behind that don't really know the culture like that, you know?
But that, and I think that be my problem, but I guess you can combat it with the fact that we kind of do need them. Like, we have to give credence to the Grammys and I guess these bigger names because we're not supporting our stuff that gives award. Like, we don't support the Image Awards, the Soul Train Awards, all that type shit to that level. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you need a Grammy for everybody to see your shit. That's why you're doing art. I guess it's kind of different. We could look at it like that. I'm a hip hop artist. All I need is these little bitty hip hop people to respect my stuff. I don't really want. It's kind of whack for the mainstream to like my stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The ballpark we come from. But when you're doing art, I guess you a Grammy is. I never thought about it like that. You do
So,
what? What's that?
You know the list? It's 200
Yeah, top 200 albums
of all time?
of all time, and there's some shit that came out
In all
last
genres
year.
and shit?
No, hip hop.
And just hip hop?
Just hip hop. So why are we gonna talk about
And
Rolling Stones
Yeah.
talking about hip hop? Like, I understand, like, that's like if they was talking about hip hop / rock collabos top 10, maybe I'll pay attention then. But I don't.
And his shit ain't getting in the top 200.
And documentary, I don't like Game, but documentary definitely deserves to be in there. Especially when you see some of the shit that did make it.
200 all time. That's what I'm saying. I like to see the shit that made it, because I'm sure it's some goofy shit.
Oh, it's definitely some goofy shit.
it,
It's
yeah.
definitely some goofy shit.
I'm sure it's some goofy shit.
Did you remember the list at all, or any other goofy shit that made the list, or like the order was just mad crazy?
I don't know nothing about the list, you know? I mean, Rolling Stone is just, they're not just like rock music, they're just synonymous with a music authority or music taste just in general. You know, they're like the premier music magazine. You know, we really don't have any big hip hop publications anymore that still have like credibility to them. And Rolling Stone is like the last one that still matters, you know, or still exists really, you know? And they always mess up. They like, whenever you get people who are not of the culture make some kind of list, they're always going to miss something, you know?
And that's why I feel like, why are we wasting our energy on somebody that's not of the culture giving his 2 cents on our culture?
All right, so I got 100. I got it from 100.
100 to 1 or 100 to 200?
Yeah, 100 to 1.
Okay. Something that just
Run DMC, Raising Hell.
Makes sense.
Wayne Carter 3.
Makes sense.
Company Flow, Fun Crusher Plus in 97.
Guess so. It's 200.
Yeah.
So a lot of old shit will get thrown in there, you know what I mean? And it's funny because, like, if we're naming 200 of all time, not to cut you off, if we're naming 200 of all time, I don't really mind some of the old shit I might not have known about getting thrown in compared to some of the new shit that just came out and really ain't.
But that was in
97.
97.
And that's talking about Kendrick album.
I feel like with me, that goes to a topic of people who are of the culture and know the culture. You know, because it's like, it's the whole thing about like y'all weren't outside, you know, and it's like there's something to being a part of the culture where you remember when things came out or what music was like when a certain thing came out because that made it important.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes with these kind of like gentrified hip hop or like backpacky like white hip hop writer kind of things. Sometimes they almost include stuff just cause it's old or obscure, you know.
Yo, Megan Thee Stallion, her Fever album is number 76 or 77?
75.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, Fever ain't even her best work. Look, that's my argument.
He got an argument with his goddamn self.
We can toss that.
Oh, man, but... Mm-hmm. But it's funny because we all talk about how opinionated music is. But then, like you said, like we had the GOAT conversation the other day. Like, some stuff is what it is, though. Like, you know, like it's undeniable type shit. Like, you got to take your favorites out of it and talk about what it actually is. Like,
right. I think when you have a conversation about a list or the greatest, especially like a list of like the greatest or best or whatever, right? Now, we could disagree. I just think everybody needs to have some kind of criteria they're following, which at least gives you some kind of logic behind what you're saying, you know? It can't be, it's the greatest just because it's like, why? Was it production? What was it? When it came out, it was the most original thing that came out at the time, which gives it a certain significance, you know, or we just throwing shit around, you know? Because I don't think anything about Fever is great, you know? Like musically, artistically, wasn't really shocking or anything when it came out. It was a good introduction to her. Like Freak Like Me came out. It was a big single, but it wasn't anything ground shaking. You know, it wasn't like when like Little Kim came out or when Foxy Brown came out. Or
do you think Funkdafied's on that list?
Huh?
Do you think Funkdafied's on that list?
The Brad album?
Yeah.
It might be.
I don't know.
If Fever is on that hoe,
Let me see.
it better be, nigga. Sheesh, man.
Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday.
Pink Friday ain't her best work.
Chief Keef, Finally
Rich.
Rich.
Different.
32.
You said who's on there?
Chief Keef, Finally Rich.
Chief Keef, number 32.
Finally
Which
Rich.
album?
Don't matter.
Finally Rich.
But at the same time, somebody might argue that because of the I guess the wave or the what he started, like to an outsider, he might be the start of drill music.
Right. To most people, he's the kind of, I don't want to say like originator, but like the dude that really launched it.
He's a soldier boy of drill music.
Dude, yeah. So it's like if that album,
Soldier boy?
does that album have Don't Like on it?
Nigga, you know good goddamn well. I don't. It gotta be because first of all, it was the second album.
I don't know.
See?
If that one had Don't Like or Finito on it, then I can see that as being significant.
Not number 32 though.
If that's the album that launched that kind of drill sound to the mainstream, we see where drill music is now.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
It's the most popular between. Yeah, it kind of took over like just trappy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everything kind of became drill based. You know, you got New York stuff. You got the UK, of course. They doing their drill and kind of grimes / type.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, drill music really is international, man. They got drill Australian.
Hold on, so all these niggas snitching on themselves?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my nigga, he ain't saved no word just yet, nigga. Like it's no.
Yeah.
They got through. They got through the music. It worked.
Yeah, when you said it was global, I think maybe you're talking about like the style or the beat, but no, that ain't nothing new. The style of the beat ain't nothing new. That like the style that they're rapping or the tempo, that ain't the new part. It's the fact that you're actually that's stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's global.
It's everywhere I've seen it.
These kids.
Have a scene like I was watching something on Vice, and I saw that they had it in Australia with the indigenous, like the not the Aboriginal, but like the Pacific Islander community in like Ireland, in Germany, in the UK. They all got a drill scene, and it's all like hyper violent, you know, or more aggressive, I'll say, you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's,
you still in there listening?
I was talking to my wife about this, man. Culture scales, man.
Talking about what?
I was talking to my wife about this. The reason why I care so much about like culture and what we talk about and what's promoted and what's encouraged, and I sound like an old head, but it's like because culture scales, you know. So if you have a culture that promotes negativity, that scales, you know. That's the way that you get the culture of people in, let's say, harsh or more dangerous environments that gets adopted by some rich kid somewhere because they go, well, these are my people. This is the popular culture, so I'm gonna act like this, you know. And that's the stuff that gets spread globally. But anyway, that's a tangent. My fault.
Nigga, that's facts though.
Y'all want the top 10?
I do want the top 10.
You want the top 10?
I don't, but yeah.
Right. You do? You don't?
I just gonna wait for
I want to hear the top 10.
From 10 to 1 to 1 to 10.
10 to 1, man. No. It was number 1. Yeah, 10 to 1.
All right. So Lauryn Hill, Miseducation. You know what I'm saying? That's number 10. You know what I'm saying?
No argument.
Number 9, A Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory.
That's number 10, bro.
No argument. You saying too low?
Is Miseducation top 10 of all time?
All right, we'll get to that. All right, let's go ahead. Cause we're going to go on a tangent. Yeah.
Okay. Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory is 9. Wu-Tang, Into the Wu, 8. Missy Elliott, Miss E, So Addictive.
Not
7.
super duper fly.
Missy, So Addictive.
See? Messing up.
6, Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Kendrick Lamar, 5, Pimp a Butterfly. 4, Public Enemy, It Takes a Nation. 3, Jay-Z, The Blueprint. 2, Outkast, Stankonia. And 1, The Notorious B.I.G.
Over Criminal? Yeah. And what was number 1?
The Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die.
Ready to Die.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, go.
Man, I don't agree with that list at all.
Nah.
Yeah.
That shit is trash.
Which one did it?
I
mean, you started at 10, nigga. So which?
All of them, man. Yeah. It's like that's the wrong Missy album. That's
the
wrong Outkast album.
Yep. That's the correct Tribe album, right?
Low End Theory.
Yeah, that's the one with the.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with the black and the green, and that's that one.
I want to Jay Prayer on there. Blueprint. That's the correct Blueprint. I mean, that's the correct old album.
I put Blueprint. Yeah. But I'm like, all right. I mean, Blueprint. Yeah, I'll probably say that maybe. I guess that goes over Reasonable Doubt because of commercial success.
Mm-hmm.
But Reasonable Doubt is probably like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. It's probably on there. 200 of them. They got to be on there somewhere.
I'm cool with Blueprint. This sound like
safe.
Like a white writer that lived in Williamsburg, Brooklyn wrote it.
they got mixtape joints on the shit too though.
What you mean?
They got number 21, Lil Wayne, The Drought 3.
I don't know.
I don't agree. I'm sorry. I don't agree with number 1 either. I don't agree with Biggie's being. I think that's some shit that we're supposed to say.
That's what I think. That's what this whole list is. Especially this top 10. I think the whole list is when you let Rolling Stones do it, they're gonna say what they're supposed to say, or they think they're supposed to say, or think we would like. We don't like this shit. Shout out to Chief Keef. This that shit we don't like.
And ain't a Pac joint
That's the shit I
in the
don't like.
top
You that
20?
look, goddammit.
No Pac.
No Pac in the top 10?
No Pac in the top
That's the correct Public Enemy album,
30.
right?
No Pac in the top 30. Oh, Pac is 29.
With what, All Eyes?
Yeah.
How you don't put, bro?
And
Look,
Outkast
like, honestly,
27 to Criminal. That's crazy.
Yo, they were saying All Eyes on Me. You know, most double albums, you can make it one album. Take a couple songs off, make it one album. Because a lot of times when you do a double album, you're trying to do a lot of everything. They said with All Eyes on Me, this nigga got out was like, yo, this 26 hot ass songs. It wasn't him trying to hit every single thing. He's like, I got 26 hot ass songs. I'm fresh out. This is what it is. Mm-hmm. And that's why that shit is what it is. Like, that's why it's fire like that, dog. Like, you know, I love Life After Death, but it's definitely 2 or 3 that I'll take off.
Yeah.
No, but look, I was talking about this before. I think with Life After Death and with All Eyes on Me, I remember one day I ran both of them albums like back to back, just going through them. And I think on Life After Death, man, I might take like a couple songs off. But I was like, these cats down there did a perfect double album, which is hard
to do.
Like, it's really a couple songs on Life After Death. But I was skimming through it, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
It was like 30 songs.
And it's crazy because, my bad, More Money, More Problems, you probably listen to it now, you wouldn't listen to it back then because they played it so much. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's probably one of the songs you probably would have took off, and now you listen to it now, like, you know what? It can stay.
Nah, you can't take that.
You know what I mean? Back in there, I hated that joint. I never listened to it, but now, hell, they played it all the time. I hated Puff. Like, I hated that song. You know what I mean? But now, I hated all that shit. But now, you know, I let that shit rock. They got the Lil' Kim joint. I used to skip past that hoe. I let it rock. The Missing You joint, they were singles. But now, I probably would let that rock. So I see what you said. They're perfect. You know my whole origin story when I had that basketball tournament in Ohio, and I had Life After Death, All Eyes on Me, and Wu-Tang Forever. And I came back like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write. I'm about to be nice like my brother. Never got to that point, but yeah, that would put me on. That would make me want to do it. Yes, the whole way up, nigga. Yes, all 3 of them. That was it. I had Nocturnal with me also. Hell, Scud first album. Yeah, you know I love that goddamn album. Yeah. Le Fly and Scorch Sky. What the hell was your dick doing in the milk?
Rest in peace, Sean P.
Facts, nigga. P.
That's my shit, though.
Yeah.
Damn, boy. Now I'm all juiced.
Hell yeah, nigga. It's funny. We asked Dave. We asked DL3. What does he miss most about me? You know, most time we get an artist on, we ask him what they miss more, the booth or the stage. And he was like, you know what? Honestly, dog, I miss my pen. And he's talking about how you hone your craft, how you just write to write, that type shit. Because actually it came from the Versus convo too, how you can see how some of them niggas are not keeping up with their craft, they're not honing their craft, they're not keeping it sharp or whatever. And that was, I say that all the time, like I miss writing just to write. You know what I mean? So it felt kind of good to see another nigga going through the same shit I'm going through.
I like that. I agree with that. That's probably all I really want right now is time to really try to write something. I got like one project that I really want to work on just kind of for me. So I just need to dedicate some time to write, because I haven't been just writing a lot. Like I have a lot of ideas and a lot of like I have a certain sentiment I want to hit, but I haven't been writing a lot. So I'm kind of worried, like if I'm going to be able to get my vision and ideas to translate if I haven't been practicing as much.
That's crazy because I was about to ask you the fact that you write and you write for a living or whatever. Is it hard to get back in MC mode?
No, because it's hard if I'm trying to be like if I'm trying to be like a lyrical miracle type rapper or like bars, like metaphors. Mm-hmm. I think I've transitioned out of I don't necessarily think in like schemes or bars. I definitely don't think in schemes like a battle rapper. Mm-hmm. I don't do that. I'm not going to do 16 bars on how I'm going to destroy somebody while using all the items in like aisle 3 in the grocery store. You know, it's like I hit you with the elbow macaron or some shit like that. Like I don't know how to do that. But my kind of like approach is more like literary, you know? So it's like I'm gonna have like word play in it, but I care more about
the spoken word.
Yeah.
Nigga, you made my last project.
It's not gonna be like barred up, but it's gonna be dope. But it's just not gonna be like bars, you know?
Nigga, your bars are my favorite part of my last project. Like when you talk, nigga, I love that shit, man. Like real talk, dog.
Black, bro.
I love that shit, man. Like you, I ain't gonna lie to you. We got more of the list. The top 200. Want to hear more of this dumb shit? But it's actually some high shit. Sound bombing number 2 is on here.
I like that.
Yeah, it's 181. Blasphemy number 183 is Uptown Saturday Night. Why is it that low?
It should be Uptown. That shit is that's
Damn near top 10. I'm sorry. Damn near top 10 because it's so fucking different. It's
one of
so
my
different.
albums.
Yeah. The War Report is 187. They did it on purpose. 187. That's fucked up. That's too low. I think that's too low though. The War Report. It's not about bars here. It's the War Report. You agree? You agree? What you think? You think that's too low? You think that's good?
I don't know if it's like. I don't know where I would put War Report. I just need it to be on there because that album was like significant for a time. It's like that's when the beef was, the dog pound shit, East Coast. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
Crip was here.
T.O.N.Y. on that?
Huh?
Was T.O.N.Y. on that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Everything was on there because the second album only had like 2 songs on it.
That shit. That shit hard.
Big Crit on here for Crit was here. I like that. Flo Milli is on here. Flo Milli is on here, yo.
I don't know about that. I only know a couple things from
Pop Smoke is on here.
Why?
I know, right?
It definitely should have been.
I mean, rest in peace, but why, bro?
Yeah. Mac Homie.
Huh?
Mac Homie. One of the Griselda dudes.
Yeah. Which one?
Pray for Haiti.
Pray for Haiti?
Yeah. Agree?
I fucks with it.
Okay, because I've heard that album a lot. It seems early. But okay.
That shit, it does seem kind of early, but it's like a couple years old now.
And it's 200 of them, so.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Yo, that Pray for Haiti, that shit.
But no game though.
I see why Game was mad then. Because the internet, I think that should be higher than 166.
Because of the internet.
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
I think Childish Gambino's camp should be on there, honestly.
Yeah. Blank Face. Schoolboy Q.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Lifestyles of a Poor, Rich, and Dangerous is 160. That's kind of low. Ooh, Just Trying to Live. Devin the Dude.
Okay.
That's 158. That's pretty good. I can rock with that. What about what if you had to put one E40 album on there? Which one would it be?
Yikes. I don't know. You've already got like 20 albums.
In a Major Way is on here.
I fucked with it.
Okay.
Yep.
Lil Nas X is on here.
A classic E40 album, maybe over a more recent one. Yeah, In a Major Way. That's what's up.
Montero is on here. Shrimp Life is on here.
What is?
Shrimp Life. Ray Sherman.
I don't know. I ain't hear that album.
Yo, that's so funny, yo. How I Got Over is followed by Montero and Shrimp Life. So the Roots album is one above Lil Nas X and
I think they just threw
and Ray Sherman, and followed by Eazy-E. Radio is 147.
I think the Lil Nas Nas X might be too early because that just came out, and even though he's a big artist, is his are we doing it for the album artistry or him as an artist or something like that? You know, because I don't know. Like I've heard a bunch of songs from that like EP he did that were dope. But I don't know if Montero was this like incredible album that needs to be in the top 200. You know?
It goes. It was written at 140. Into the Stage by Black Moon. The Listening by Little Brother. Eternal Take by Lil Uzi Vert. Am I hating?
A little bit.
Okay, cool.
Because that ain't your list. See what I'm saying? I know you got. That's why I showed you the bottom of it. Gang got an argument.
Yeah, but I see Game's argument, and it's so funny because it's like some of the new shit I can understand. Like it's Planet Her is on here. Doja new joint is on here. I can kind of see that, and it's only two away from period. City Girl. Like that's not. I can see Doja being on here, but only 2 away from period. That fucks up all my arguments. Like I don't know why.
Nah.
Planet Her should be on hip hop out. Why are you saying no?
Huh?
Why are you saying no? You saying no to Planet Her? Or you saying no to City Girl? What part you saying no to?
No, what's Planet Her?
Doja. Doja Cat's new album.
Okay.
So you saying it's not a hip hop album? That's what you're saying.
Oh no, I never heard it. I never heard anything big from it. I feel like a top 200 of all time should be significant. I feel like it should be something that, especially with these new artists, I feel like it should be something that we heard. Maybe I'm out of touch with it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have Doja, if you're gonna have you said Doja Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're gonna have Doja Cat and you're gonna have Lil Nas X, but you don't have the documentary?
Yeah, that's what we keep saying. That's we feel Game's argument now. We feel damn. Capital Punishment is 128. That feels kind of low to me, yeah. And it's followed by Whole Lot of Red by Playboy Cardi. And then right after that, it's Mecca and the Soul Brother, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Like, bro, the order is making me madder than the fact that some stuff is on here, dog. Like the stuff you sandwiching it with, don't put that close to that, nigga. That's crazy, yo.
These shit should not touch on the same place.
They should not, yo. Like, I don't like my food to touch, nigga. That's crazy. Like the list is interesting.
That's your vinegar greens and your mac and cheese right there. Get the motherfuckers.
And it's funny because like this type of list. Like, I will keep this and go check some shit out off of this. Like, I would want to find out what niggas is talking about. You know what I mean? Ooh, Rhapsody made the joint at 112. 112. With Layla's Wisdom. That's not the last album, is it? Is that the last album?
Nah.
Because the last album is the one to me. It's the one for me. Daytona's on here. Coloring Book is on here by Chance the Rapper.
Fuck that.
Fuck Chance the Rapper album?
Nah, that album was trash, bro. I tried to listen to it 4 times, and I could not get past song like 3. I was like, this is not the album for me. But it was a big album, so I guess I could see it being on the list. You know, he's like an independent rapper. Coloring Book was super big. It was that certain gospel sound.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not for me, but I could see it on the list.
Young Thug is one above Most Def, Black on Both Sides.
Y'all.
How y'all feel about that shit?
That disrespect. Anyway, go ahead.
No. What you about to say? We about to run out of time about 5 minutes. What you about to say, dude?
Nah, that shit was disrespectful. Like Black on Both Sides is a fucking phenomenal album, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't even checked to see if one of my favorite albums of all time is on that joint.
What's that?
Legal Drug Money.
Yeah. Oh, Lost Boys?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, I ain't even seen it yet. Shit.
Albums all time. That shit got me through some shit.
Trap music on here. T.I. first joint.
Nah, but how y'all feel about that Young Thug shit? And them saying he like the coldest. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like somebody got to take all these charges.
You think he just getting
He's
everything?
a dude that like is big and kind of created a certain lane and vibe. It's like Young Thug and like Lil Uzi and like Future. I know them guys are gonna be on the list. Whether I rock with them a lot because they're so significant to a culture and a sound and like a whole movement, you know?
Yeah. Nah, he was talking about as far as the YSL, them niggas get the charges and shit, and how everybody saying like, nah, Young Thug was really that dude making all these decisions at the third. I feel like that's the plea that's the plea y'all got on the table for me. Just tell this nigga he did all that. I think that's what niggas is doing. Like everybody just turned on Young Thug. I'm not saying I'm doubting the Young Thug because I don't want to come get me. I'm not saying I'm doubting the Young Thug because you know what I mean. Got some kind of clout or whatever, but I don't think you know what I mean. I think that sounds more feasible. You know what I mean? But I've watched a lot of Law and Order and shit like that, so that's probably why I'm thinking like that too.
It's Thug Deficit from Boondocks Young Thug.
Thugnificent. Yo, we need Boondocks back so bad, bro. So bad. Yo, Mystic Styles is on here. That's not the 3-6 album I would have put on here. It's crazy. Like it's funny because like I think I know hip hop so much. It's like so I feel like I should know every album on here, and I don't.
Fucking up with the album shit.
I don't, yo. Oh, Life After Death is on here also. No Name got an album on here. You heard 50? You heard Room 56? Room 25? My bad.
I don't know.
Oh. You know No Name though, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, her album number 56. That's crazy. One under Midnight Marauders.
56.
Is one under Midnight Marauders by Tribe Called Quest, which is one under Culture by Migos.
Y'all tripping.
Hey man, don't shoot
They're
the
just
messenger.
putting people
Fuck, I'm
on
at
there
work.
just to do it.
Yeah, but it's still like okay, that's what 175 through 200 is for then. Yeah. These little niggas, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I'm a hater though. Yeah, that shit. Chief Keef was number 32. That is crazy. Yeah. Followed by.
Is A-Bone and MJG on there?
I ain't see the name pop up in my. I ain't see it.
Yeah.
The Infamous on here. The Infamous is number 28. They always say that's better than I like Hell on Earth better.
If you gonna make the list, you gonna have to put like 3 albums of theirs on there.
Yeah, Mob Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, much as I can't stand Project, I agree.
You gotta put 3 albums on there. You gotta put.
I don't think I saw it coming now.
Probably maybe 4 or 5 Kanye albums on there.
20, I think.
You gotta have at least 4 Jay-Z albums on there.
Yeah, I want to say 3.
You gotta have at least 2 Lupe albums on there.
You like the new Lupe?
I'm only down through a couple tracks yet. I'm gonna listen to it today.
Yeah, he's deep. He's deep. Yeah, you can't be doing 2 things at once. God damn it.
Nah, not with that shit.
But yeah, this Zoom, you know what I mean, it's free, so we ain't paid for it yet, so this shit about to close on us, nigga. As always, man, it's good talking to you, man. We're going to do an outro. Y'all know the 5 things to do.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow the movement. Nobody else.
All right. I am Maul Got It All.
And I am Deuce the Legend.
It's your brother Maul, the other Maul.
Yeah, man, we out, man. This is as always, enjoyable.
You know what I'm saying?
And we'll upgrade one day.
You know what I'm saying? Soon.
Soon and very soon.
If y'all subscribe,
yeah,
talk about it.
Yeah.